In the aftermath of Minister Betta Edu's recent suspension from the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, the concerned Nigerian Youth for Good Governance is advocating for the nomination of Dr. Halimat Tejuoso as the new Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation. Ambassador Mahmoud Abubakar, the convener, announced this recommendation during a press conference held in Abuja. Abubakar emphasized the urgency, citing the ministry's dire need for someone of integrity. He highlighted that Dr. Halimat's qualification, ascertaining that she possesses the necessary qualities to fulfill the office mandate without compromise.
Among the exemplary action exhibited by President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, which has 12 commendation even by critics, is the suspension of Mrs. Betta Edu from her position as the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation over diversion of public funds to a personal account. While we salute the President for his unprecedented performance, we wish to assert that the absence of a public officer should not halt the process of governance. As such, the leadership of concerned Nigerian Youth for Good Governance wishes to state as follows. Considering the veracity of the Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation Ministry, we noted that the ministry is primed to alleviate the less privileged and downtrodden from their deplorable condition. Suffice to say, the ministry is in dire need of a person with sterling record of integrity to man its affairs. Consequent upon this fact, we find it worthy and of most pertinence to recommend an individual, a woman of substance, and humanitarian to the core, in person of Dr. Halimat Tejuoso, as a ministerial nominee for the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, in recognition of her selfless services to the nation and the less privileged. It is crucial to have an individual with a strong record of integrity to oversee its affairs. The record has it that Dr. Halimat Tejuoso, who happens to be a founder of the Queen Tejuoso Foundation, have taken poverty alleviation as her own watchword. She do everything possible to lessen the burden of Nigerians, both the widows, the youth, the orphans, and everybody, with a lot of magnificent poverty eradication programs, empowerment, scholarship, both within and outside Nigeria. The veracity of the ministry's mission and its ability to effectively alleviate poverty and help those in need depends on the integrity of its personnel. Integrity is a fundamental quality required in any position of power or responsibility, especially when dealing with the vulnerable populations. Individuals with a sterling record of integrity are more likely to prioritize the needs of the less privileged over personal gain or corruption. They will ensure that resources are allocated appropriately, programs are implemented effectively, and that the ministry operates transparently and ethically. All these are proven qualities of Dr. Halimat Tejuoso, which we are very sure she will deliver the mandate of the office without an iota of jeopardy. Dr. Halimat's spirit of philanthropism cut across ethnic and religious lines. She finds joy in providing succor to vulnerable Nigerians, including internally displaced persons. 100% free scholarship scheme for less privileged continue to remain a reference point, as many youths has benefited and still benefiting from it. If given the opportunity to act, no doubt Halima will serve beyond expectation by working assiduously to achieve the mission.
Dorcas Olariwaju, Voicetv, Nigeria.